Everyone. Okay, this is 3PAE, and we are sharing live in Kabazana. And today we are very much excited. This is our group in Kabazana. And of course, as 3PAE, we have started this group. And it started with few members, but we see how it is growing. So I will take you much more details of how the group is growing. But before that, you understand I'm Taiwa Phillips, and I'm manager, Sleepy, Nakivale Addiction and Mental Health team. So we are now live in Kabazana, and remember, we are sharing 3 principles all over Africa and beyond, as started in Nakivale. So today we'll be having my co-host Sylvia, and we shall push this show as we shall be hearing from these people here in Kabazana, how they have got a good experience on how Sleepy has changed them towards positive feeling, despite they were living as refugees, but how they...
Everyone, I am Biamkama Sylvia Kagoda, and I welcome all of you back to our 8th webinar. Thank you for always coming to attend, and we're always very happy seeing you around, like those on Facebook and those on the Zoom. You're all welcome. And here we talk about the 3 Ps, and just to remind you, 3 Ps are natural given gifts, yeah? They are, and they are discovered by a man called Sidin Banks, and who wasn't selfish. He decided to share it with others, and that's how we also got to know it. Yeah, so you're welcome once again, and let me pray we all enjoy the show together, because the more we share, the more we grow. So you're free to share what your thoughts and feelings are. You're free to ask questions. You're free to interact in any way, because we are sharing as we are growing. And I'm happy to see the Kabazana Village. I was once there, so let me just say hello to them. Hello, Kabazana Village. Hello. I was once there in Nakivale Refugee Camp, and where they are seated right now, I was once there. So I'm very, very happy to host them today, and I'm excited to what they're going to share with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sylvia, for sharing and greeting the members here in Kabazana. So we'll first take you through how Kabazana started. This group of Kabazana is a village also based in Nakivale Refugee Settlement, and it is having over 30,000 people. So in this village, when we started 3 Ps, as we started from base camp, so we had to move into different villages to see how 3 P can reach different people as we were sharing. So I came across this village, which is Kabazana, and it was really good that I found some people that I shared with. There were 2 people, and it started with Muguro Thomas, who was heavily addicted with alcohol. When I shared with him, and he was like, this is really a good feeling to us if it can come into our village. So we organized on how we can start sharing into this village. And it started with only 5 people. They were like three men and maybe 2 ladies. So we started sharing, hosting like sessions every Monday. And I saw how people were really impressed to understand more about their lives, to understand more how feelings can really affect them. So they really embraced about how thoughts like were really disturbing them, and also thinking that living in the refugee settlement, they could still live as a refugee, but they came now to understand on how to change. So now these 5 members started now inviting other members into this group. The group that started with only 5 members is now having over 60 members who sit every Tuesday. So we started sharing this group, and I had to invite my team of 3 who were heavily addicted to alcohol. That is Murinda, Andrew, and Nehemiah. They started joining in the group to share to the people about the experience, about how they got healed, about how They have stopped drinking alcohol, and it really encouraged all other people around in this village. So they had to one invite another, and it is now becoming a huge crowd. But this came as people came to understand much about love, because they were really seeing how we are sharing love and how we are moving from different villages to come to Kabazana to share to them. So this group really has really like coming from different areas, and they come and gather here, and they have really loved the teachings, because some people in this community in Nakivale Refugee Settlement, you find they hesitate. If they don't like something, they don't even bother to move. They stay at their homes. They stay reluctant because they feel they are refugees, so they don't need to move around. Because they are hopeless, they don't need to move around. But since we started this group, people have really loved the 3P sharings around Kabazana. And that is when now Stuart also came to join this group. And because he understands English, being now a member of this group has really boosted it. So now it has given me also a chance. Now, if I sit at office, Stuart is here in Kabazana and can still translate. So now when we continued sharing, it came a time when we had also to talk to Harry about this group. And Harry was also very impressed with this group. He came in, he could come and share to the group. And he also loved how the group could turn up and see how the group could love 3 principles and how they were really changing. So from there, we had to schedule with Harry. Harry comes every after 2 weeks. When Harry comes this Tuesday, I come Tuesday next to share the 3 principles with these team members. So we have been very impressed to see the good change, because when we have been sharing with these people, we have seen how they are really changing. We have seen the change is not only sharing words and you say someone has changed, but we have seen how people are changing with the mere looking. The people who could come and sit, and you find someone who is seated, even by a mere look of thing, you just see that someone is really sad. But right now, this group is really moving every Tuesday, coming here. Even now we have introduced some advanced class for Mondays. They are also coming to run for these classes. So it has really been good that many people in this group have really changed. They have been heavily addicted, some drinking alcohol, some taking tobacco, but because of 3P, because of sharing to them about love, because of sharing to them about how forgiveness is really possible for everyone, they have been able to change. And we are happy that right now, all village every Tuesday, they are really flowing to this ground to sit and listen to 3 principles. I was amazed last week when we are receiving rains in Uganda, here in Nakivale, but people had to move even in the rain to come and sit and listen to the 3 principles. That shows that they have really seen a good change in them. They have really understood that with what we are sharing to them, it is bringing an impact, and we are seeing love flowing from one member to another. That is why you see the group has grown. So I'm really very happy, and many of these, as you will be hearing testimony by themselves, many have stopped drinking. Many who have been really having heavy trauma, they don't sleep. They are now really happy, and they now sleep. Many who have been complaining about life, living as a refugee, about life, living in hardship with no water, with nothing, they have come to understand that happiness is free, and themselves, they have to be contented on their own. So we shall go ahead to hear from them. Maybe before I go far, we'll share also a brief story about Rehonsia. Rehonsia, you come? color. So this Rehonsia is the one of members who started here in this group, and she was heavily also taking alcohol. She's old mom. She's 60 years and she has been every taking alcohol. She has been complaining about life in the settlement, but right now she's happy. She will be sharing her story later when I give them the floor to share. But I'm very impressed that many of these here, they have good testimonies, or coming from what we have shared to them, or coming from three principles, or coming from what they understand. And
Oh, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. I'm Stuart and the leader of this group, Kabazana group. So, as in 3P, we are really appreciating everyone who has been coming in, giving us teachings. Major Phillips, Sylvia, our teacher Harry, we really thank you very much. We have learned many in this teaching because for us here, so we had, but because of these teachings, they have made us to come back in our real life. So, Major Remia, I will talk about the thought which you have been, is one of the principles. Thought. We have understood that the thought is that where we have said we have all of them in our minds. We have the negative ones and the thought, as the teachings say. When you come now in the garden, you reach there, you find the weeds and the crops. Automatically, you have to remove the weeds and you dump them there, then you make the seeds to grow. That shows that our mind now, our mind. The garden is our mind. Where you find we have positive thinking and negative. But when I hear that I have positive thinking and negative, I will not follow the negative thinking. I have to follow the positive thinking because it is the one which will make me happy. And again, we have found that this the thought. It is temporary in our minds. Where you find it is there, you think of something now. Think that happiness is free, as 3P teachings say. You come here, even if you forgiveness.
So we are going to hear from members now from this group. Greetings. I greet you. I'm Savimana Filippo. I started learning here 3 principles and I have learned more about love. What I have got from the 3 principles, I came from my home country. I had my brother. And I came, like, I could not speak with him. But when I started learning about love, now I have learned about keeping myself positive. So right now, I feel relieved and I feel happy because I have learned about forgiveness. When I saw myself like getting healed of that disease that I had suffered for long, I had also start sharing with others in this village and they are listening. Although I'm living in a refugee settlement, I've come to understand that everything starts with me. And also I have learned through these teachings that people get healed, but I have learned that healing from the heart, inner healing, is very important. I'm happy that right now I'm able also to share to my other people, to my friends, and I can help them. Because right now I'm no longer complaining about life. How am I going to live tomorrow? How am I going to eat? How am I going to sleep? I've learned about that and I control myself. I have shared that. I'm very happy and I thank our teacher. And I'm very happy for all the people who are listening to us, whom we are sharing to. Thank you so much. Asante. Thank you. I'm called Ndambaje Obed. I came from Rwanda. And I came from Rwanda and I was running because of the war that it took all my family. I had 8 children. And I had 8 children and 4 were killed while I'm seeing. I came in Nakivale here and I was really sick. But now after starting to join 3P teachings here, I'm happy that it has brought me back and I'm feeling hopeful and happy. Even living here, even those people who killed my children, I have been able to forgive them. Right now, I'm feeling relieved, and even those people that even are living here in the refugee settlement, I'm really forgiving. So with now 3 principles, I'm no longer afraid of life. I'm able to forgive whatever comes. I'm happy and I'm happy to thank our teachers who have been sharing to us these teachings. And I'm also happy to extend thanks to all the people who are listening to us. Thank you so much. Thank you. So they are continuing to share. Greetings. I'm called Florida Nizigiriman. I'm a mother from Burundi village because of the hardship. I was born one girl in seven children. Okay, so he came alone, but they were born 7 children, but he came alone this side. And the rebels came into our house and killed my mother and my father. But for the good chance, I had to move through the house and I got to my neighbor. And I reaching now in Uganda. I now joined the Kabazana Village, and with a good blessing, I came into this 3P teaching here. I really thank God and thank the people who have planned this program to start sharing three principles in this village.
ni ukuvuga aya masomo yambereye ay'ingenzi muri je yamfashije byinshi.
These teachings has really been so grateful to me that I have come to change.
Kuva nkiri mu gihugu cy'i Burundi ntabwo nari nzi ngo Imana ishobora kubaho.
When I left, even in my home country, I was really hopeless and I could not even think that God is really there now.
Ariko maze kugera muri aya masomo nigishijwe byinshi menya Imana.
But now, with 3P teachings here in Kabazana, I have been able to understand that God is always there with me.
Niyo mpamvu kuba ngeze kuri uyu munsi kubwanje ahubwo ni kubw'Imana.
And I'm happy that right now I'm living not only on myself, but with God's grace.
Niyo mpamvu nagira mbwire ngo umuntu wese ari kuri iyi si amenye ko atari ku bubasha bwe ahubwo ni ku bubasha bw'Imana. Kuko Imana ifite kukubwira ngo baho ubundi abasigaye babeho.
I'm happy to share with everyone who is listening to me to understand that with God everything is possible.
Ubwo muri make ndashima Imana yateguye intego kuzana amasomo ngaha Kabazana yadufashije byinshi.
I'm happy for these teachings because I have been so much helpful.
Niyo mpamvu ndi gusaba ngo abantu bateguye umushinga bazawukomeze.
I'm happy that we should continue sharing three principles and learning three principles.
Kugira ngo umuntu aguhaye isamaki ntaguhe indowani yo kuroba ntabwo yaba agufashije, ahubwo bisaba ngo nimba aguhaye isamaki akwigishe kuyiroba. Aya masomo yambereye indowani.
And I'm happy that with these 3P teachings, you have not just given us fish, but you have taught us on how we should go to the lake and catch the fish ourselves.
Nasaba ngo nimba twarabonye indowani tukaba dufite umwarimu atwigisha buri kuwa.
We are very happy that we are sharing this and to understand that we are able to get our fish ourselves.
Nitwabona iyo samake tuzashima n'umunezero dushima Imana dushimire n'abayiduhaye dusigaye Imana iduhane umugisha.
We are very happy for who planned this, and we are very impressive that we shall continue sharing three principles.
Murakoze kuzana amasomo, mwarakoze kuba naramenye Imana kuva mu gihugu cy'i Burundi nkaba navuye mu bana 7 ndi umwana umwe kugezana n'idusane nagwaye pressure kubera yuko urwo rusasi rwa data na mama nabonye amaraso ari ngaho mu nzu. None na n'ubu bisaba ngo mumpumurize kuri je mbashe kubona ikintu cyatuma bitaguhungabana, kuko harageze igihe mbwira Imana ati Imana nimba uri Imana igaragaze mbe muri icyo gihugu cy'i Burundi. None ubu ndi mu Buganda. Imana yarakoze ubu isahizi kuva aho mvugiye muri aya masomo ndi mu rusengero ndi gushima Imana ndi gutanga ubuhamya bw'ibyo naciyemo.
So I'm happy that I had really developed pressure, hypertension, because of seeing how my parents died. If I could remember that, it could really like put me far. I could go far and think much. But with the 3P teachings, I came to hear that, and I'm really thanking God and the sharings that I'm receiving. Thank you so much. So we are still receiving people sharing here. Yes. Gina? I'm called Jeremiah Joanne. I came from Burundi, and I had to join here in Uganda, Nakivale. I'm really thankful for the 3P teachings here. I'm someone who was really feeling very sad, feeling angry because of the life I was living in. And I was also thinking that maybe I will die. But I'm happy for this 3P teaching that right now I'm happy and I'm feeling content.
Ndanezerewe cyane numva nanjye nigarutse umuvandimwe nubwo mbayeho nabi ariko ejo hazaza nzabaho neza.
I'm happy that right now I'm living hopeful. I know that tomorrow I will be okay.
Rero nabashimiraga cyane ko mwarakoze ibyadukoze ni byinshi rwose ariko nciye muri make mwarakoze Imana ikumugisha.
So I'm happy for these teachings and I see me a changed woman. Thank you so much.
Murakoze.
Okay, greetings. I'm called Rwasa Bernard. I'm 64 years old.
navuye mu gihugu cy'u Burundi
I also came from Burundi.
nkunda ndi umwe jenyine umuryango simenya ngo irahari cyangwa ntihari
I came myself. I didn't know where my other family members, I didn't know where they went.
aho nari ndi naguma meze nabi umubiri cyangwa by'indege hanini
What a difference.
You were in Uganda? After reaching in Uganda, I could just feel headache. I feel overthinking of where my family members are. I could think much.
ariko ubu maze kwinjira muri aya masomo badushikirije
But after when I started coming to CP teachings here,
ubu merewe neza nta kibazo ngira aho ndi ndumva nturiye
I'm happy and I'm really feeling contented in life.
ariko nubwo nduriye hariho ubukene bwinshi ariko meze neza ariko ubwo bukene ndagerageza kuburwanya ariko ntabwo bugenda rwose.
Of course, living in Nakivale is hard as a refugee because of different hardship, but I've been able to control them because I have come to understand about love of myself, forgiveness, and the rest.
Hanini aya masomo tumva neza ko tuzirashishikara namwe mukadufasha kuko hari ibyo byinshi cyane twibagiwe nibyo twasize inyuma mu gihugu.
I'm happy that with the 3P teachings, we have learned about letting go of the past because we are thinking much of what happened to us in our home countries, but we came to let go and live better.
Hanyuma tukajya imbere mu byiyumviro no mu byo dukora byose tugakora twizeye ko aya masomo yadufashije byinshi.
We have come to love ourselves and love our neighbors and love what we are doing. Thank you so much. Tuko na mwingine? Okay, let's hear from this mother, then we can also have more sharing from other people. Greetings. I'm Nyirabiera Naume. I'm 47 years old. I have 8 children. I'm living with my children. I'm a refugee from Congo. And I did not leave my country because of happiness. And I left Congo. I had lost the happiness. So I came in Uganda. I continued to live unhappy. I could live without happiness. I could live without loving my neighbors here in Kabazana. But because of the 3P teachings here, when we started coming here in this group, and we started sharing, started learning about 3 principles. And we came to understand about that love is really possible for everyone. And to understand that happiness is free, we cannot buy it. To understand that myself, in my inner feelings, I can be happy.
kesho ni kidogo, tunajisaidia maskini na kukufa, hatuhangaike, lakini jua mafundisho tunajipa moyo, kesho tutakia kuwa mzuri.
I'm really happy for the three teachings because of how life is in Nakivale is not easy, but we are able to control our lives here. Because here in Nakivale, sometimes we have many challenges. We have different challenges
Pesa wanataka,
because what we receive,
huyu na watu hawapate chakula,
you find we don't have food,
watoto wanajaa njala na tunakosa malipo ya kuwalipia kwa masomo.
and you
Ile ndio
find
shida yetu
children
kwa
are not
Afrika.
even going to school. We don't have water a lot.
Tunaweza penda usaidizi kutokana na vitu, mnaweza kusaidia watoto wetu wanasoma.
So we are really much happy, and we could call upon if there is any more help that can come.
Tunalala
this way.
njala, hauko mwinchi yenu na masomo wanakuza mtoto, lakini jua mafundisho na kusaidia, tunaweza kama kesho tutapata na kuwa mzuri.
We are happy for CP teachings that we are hopeful for everything to be better.
Lakini sasa tunafurahi sana juu tunakuwa mgrupe, mwenzangu nikalala njala, mwenzangu ananisaidia, mwalimu anafika hapa anatufundisha, tunajipa moyo, tunafika hapa na tunafurahi.
I'm happy that with these teachings we have been able to help each other despite we have limited food. But you can go to your neighbor, you give me small food. If she is having or he is having, they are sharing to each other.
Na kama walimu wanatusaidia, lakini na nyie tunaomba usaidizi kutoka kwenu.
And we have been received 3P teachings, and we really appreciate so much, but we really call upon if there is any more support to help us.
Tena mengi pia hivi.
I'm really happy to share with you. May God bless you. Okay. Thank you. I think you have got some beautiful sharing from this village, and I'm so much impressed with this group, how it is started, and how they have really come to understand about love, forgiveness, letting go of their negativity, loving each other. So it is really a blessing here. So let me hear from you, Sylvia, if you have something to share.
Wow, thank you so much, Philip. And thanks to the Kabazana Village people. Wow, this was so awesome. Their stories are so touching, and we're happy that the 3Ps are on the heart. They really take it on the heart. Yeah, so as I said before, I was in Kabazana at some time. I visited Nakivale Refugee Camp, and I went to that village. And what surprised me was these are refugees we are talking about. Like, they literally have nothing to eat. They survive on the government food, which also takes long to come, like whatever. So they have to work to get their own food. They have to look for ways of survival. And then here we come in with the 3P teachings. So when we talk about 3P teachings, it means we are going to gather people in a certain place and we start teaching them. So we are gathering people who are looking for food, meaning that that time they would have been maybe in their small gardens looking for what to eat or blah, blah. But they decided to come and sit and listen. So that day when I went to Nakivale, I didn't expect to see all these people. So when we went with Philip, they had already reached, some of them were sitting under, like down, some of them under trees, and they were eagerly waiting for us to come and talk about the 3Ps. So that is something very, very important, something very good. Like, such people who are refugees, a refugee has a different with someone who has his freedom in the country and whatever. So if us people who are not refugees, really, if we still have those negative thoughts, if we still deny ourselves the happiness, if we still live under this level of being unhappy with negative feelings, with those bad emotions and everything, at least let us think about these refugees. If refugees can understand that happiness starts with you, if they can understand that it's yourself that it starts with and then it goes to others, that like happiness is there and it's free and it starts with you. So if refugees can understand this, seriously speaking, as you've heard their stories in the situation they are in, what about you, who is in your own country, like living freely? Can't you just also understand that no matter what, happiness is free, no matter what, positive thoughts are real? So I have a question, Philip, for any of the Kabazana people. And then after that, we shall give an opportunity to others to speak, like to share also about it. So I want to ask, like, so when those moments come, I know they sit and think about the life they are in, which is automatically not good. We all see that. What gives them that courage to keep pushing on, to keep living, to keep waking up every morning and see that it's a bright day and I deserve the happiness? Yeah.
Mko mnasikia? Iko na anauliza, mashida yako mengi. Hamuna chakula, shida ni mingi mnajua. Mko mnaishi kama wakimbizi. Lakini ni kitu gani yenye nabaletea unaramuka asubuhi, unaendelea kuwa na furaha, unaendelea kuwa na nguvu, unaendelea na maisha? Ni kitu gani? Nani mwenye anaweza jibia?
Nani mwenye anaweza jibia ile swali? Ufite ibibazo ni Yesu turagize umutima. Sibyo? Ariko niki kubera iki ntabwo waraye bakira gukinga ibya wa
Kuja. Wabyumvise?
nabyumvise kubera iki umuntu ashobora kuba ageze kuri uyu munsi nta kibazo wahuye na
Uri ku mashida, amashida ni menshi Nakivale. Lakini kubera iki buri munsi ubera n'inguvu, ukaramuka n'inguvu ugiye gukora,
unakuwa na tumaini.
kubera amasomo mbere na mbere yabanje kwinjira muri ibyo, noneho amaze kwinjira muri ibyo mbere Imana iri mu gihugu cyo mu ituma muri icyo gihe ugira imbaraga zo kugira.
So Gina, so Florida is giving you an answer, Sylvia. She's saying, first of all, she's having that energy every morning because she's already hopeful and she understands that she's already living, God is always there with her. So she's living hopeful. That's why they are energetic, and every morning they come up and they have to live.
Wow. So that is a very good, tell her it's a very good answer.
Nasema hiyo ni jibu mzuri nampatia.
Yeah, and I just want to add on that a little bit.
Anasema anapenda kuongezea kidogo kwa hiyo yenye
Yeah, so my answer would be that is a positive feeling that you feel inside you.
Sasa anasema sana kujisikia mzuri na kuletea unaramuka unakuwa na nguvu.
Yeah, like the stories we've had, you guys went through a lot, and some of you, your kids were killed, and your families.
Anasema gisa amesikia shida mtandani, gisa wameua watoto, gisa wameua bantu.
Yeah, God had a reason to why you were left, you survived.
Sema Mungu alikuwa na kwa nini ulibakia, kwa nini alikuacha unabakia.
Yeah, so he has a beautiful plan for you someday. We don't know when, but he surely has a beautiful plan for you.
Anasema Mungu anakuwaka na maplan zake kwako. Ajui ni siku gani, lakini anaweza jibia kila saa yoyote. Mungu anaweza wajibia.
Yeah, so that one brings out that you have to be positive every day, knowing that that situation is not permanent, and one day, one time, everything's going to be better.
Nasema mnapashwa wakia, muko mzuri, muko mnajishimia, binti yote itakuwa mzuri.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that
Sylvia.
is, yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Philip. So we
thank
can make it an open now for everyone else to ask, discuss, share.
True. Thank you. Let's get more questions from Ed.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
mine is not a question, but it was only to add on the way Mom responded to Sylvia, because I'm going to talk as I'm also a refugee from Kakuma, so the positive thinking that we get through three principle make us at least to get the good feeling inside ourselves. So, because when we still thinking about the past, we will be overdosed, because the past is the past and we have to think on the right. So we when we let go the past, the negative thinking, we have to stay with the positive thinking to make us at least to have a positive thinking and to have our happiness. So we have to have a positive thinking to let go the negative thinking. So that was I wanted to add only for the answer that she give for the question that you are asking. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Andre. Thank you, Andre. I have also a question for this group here. So niko na swali. Unaona umekuja, unatoka mainchi mbalimbali, unafika Nakivale, mkuu, saa zingine mnajua hii mafundisho yanaweza kuja, lakini mnaingia mafundisho. Lakini mnajua sisi tunawaambia upendo, tunawaambia furaha, ni vitu vya mzuri. Lakini saa zingine unakutana unalala tena unaendelea, unakutana unalala, lakini vya mubaya tena vinaendelea kuja na tena huko unajifunza. So unaweza nipatia jibu kwa nini? So my question to them was about how have they been able control the negative feelings that
Manake tunaona visoma vyote unaviacha hapa, unarudi kunyumba vitu.
So Gina, so Nyirabyera Naume is giving an answer that what may cause like suffering every time they have been here learning about three principles, but you find someone is complaining every time. That shows that someone just comes here to sit, but when he goes back home, what we tell them here, they just remain here. So they have to keep like understanding what we are sharing to them, not only coming to sit and they go home. That is why that is how she has managed to live happy, because what we share to her, she really put in practice and understands, and she has to share with others. Not only coming here, listening. When she's going, she has already forgotten what we have been sharing. So that is her answer, and I think is good.
Sorry about the baby. So Stuart, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
So you are working together with those lovely people, and what I know, you're Fiji. So as you're in the process of working with them, now they come to you with a lot of issues and complaints. And then let me give an example. Someone is complaining about hunger, like she has spent some 2 days without eating. And then you've spent some days without eating because you're also a refugee, of course. So how do you feel? How do you feel inside you, and how do you deal with it? Because they are coming running to you with issues, and also you have issues because you are like them. How do you feel inside you, and how do you handle that?
Okay, thank you. And you have got this has been happening several times, because after here sometimes you always talk more about that, because those are the questions that always come. But even me, I always give them hope. First of all, I give them hope that know that we are here, but tomorrow will be better. That is the first thing. And again, I tell them to know that they are the solutions for themselves. No one will come and like, even if they help, even if these refugees they are given help, but they are the solution for themselves. They have to work hard, because even me myself, you find I'm fighting for what to eat. I always give them hope and know that, and even tell them that God is there to handle everything in life. So that nature, I always give them hope and tell them that God is there, can change everything. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I believe when you share with them such, you're also sharing to yourself, because it also encourages you, because you cannot teach what you don't practice in a right way. You can't teach what you don't practice. So when you're also having that positive thought, like one day everything's going to be better. So as you're telling them, I know it also encourages you, and it continue pushing you ahead and ahead, like with the positive thoughts and a good feeling. Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
Thank you, Sylvia. If there is no more question, you see, it is getting dark here. People like to travel added to their home areas. It is getting dark. So maybe I don't know whether there's one more question to them. If it is not there, well, we are really impressive for the talk today. That's been full of fun. And of course, as 3PAE, we are really grateful for what we are sharing, seeing Africans, helping Africans, Africans sharing Africans. There's really love, because we are seeing how love is being transferred from one person to another. And also people have learned that giving love is receiving love. So we are very happy for the show today, and everyone is so much excited for this show. Everyone is happy, and as you see, Kabazana has really got a very good feeling. In this village now, it is a good feeling. Even myself, when I'm passing in this village, everyone is waving at me. That shows love, and it was not there before. Yeah. So thank you everyone. And Sylvia, I think you can maybe wrap it if there is no any more question.
All right. So thank you so much, everybody, once again for joining us today. It was very fun having you guys sharing and hearing the story of Kabazana and their growth with the 3 principles. And Kabazana Village, please keep it up. Keep it up, and it's going to really, really continue working for you. So let us meet again the other Tuesday. Please don't forget to first fly and then low, and check us on Facebook. We are there, YouTube, African 3Ps, and please check on Sidin Bank's books. Yeah, and you like it. So have a nice evening. See you again.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Swahili.